Welcome back to our channel, and in today's episode we have Bubbz' first travel experience. So the first leg of the trip was on a boat, and here we are heading down to the boat, and she wasn't too excited when we first got on, but she really quickly adjusted and was very calm. She didn't even cry. She whimpered a little bit, but she didn't cry. And so here she is just chilling on the boat. And then of course she went over to her comfort source and she was hanging out over there. Then while in St. Maarten, we went to Pollo Hermanos and had a really great meal. And you know, Bubbz gonna eat. It's one thing she gonna do is that Bubbz is gonna eat. She tore that quesadilla up literally, okay? And then she drank my milkshake as if it was hers, and I had to ask her for some, you know how toddlers be. But she really did enjoy. I don't know, I think she knew that, it was something different. She wasn't even 2 yet. This was in August. She was going to be 2 in October. But she was having a really good time. Remember, she was a pandemic baby, so we were on lockdown, and then I was working. So then this was the first chance we had to really just get out. And we got out, and we really got out. So if you know, you know. That's going to be for a whole different video. But if you know, you know, we really just got out. Yeah, but she was a pandemic baby. And I'm going to be honest, if I didn't know this was her first time traveling, I wouldn't know. She's like a little travel veteran. She's such a trooper. Okay, so then we stayed at Simpson Bay Resorts in St. Maarten, and here we are in the buggy, and he was taking us up to the room, and she was really fascinated with the buggy. She kept trying to jump out, but that was because she wanted to walk around it and explore. She kept trying to jump onto the driver, which I had to tell her, no, you can't do that. That's not what we do. But we really enjoyed the night there. That is a lovely place to stay if you're staying in St. Maarten. Here we are just waiting for Pat to come and join us. Oh yeah, she didn't come and join us. We were heading up to the room and she lost her phone and called me, and then we had to go pick her up and go back down to the lobby and find her phone. She loses her phone all the time, and it's almost always in her pocket, except for this one time where it was on the ground under a car. Yeah. Yeah, but Bubbz was a little rattled by the bumpy ride, so she kind of held on to me a little tight. And Pat is smiling because we found her phone. India. Bob. Look at this view, guys. Look at it. Simpson Bay Resorts is a beautiful resort. The rooms are really nice and the view is amazing. And here she is with her favorite uncle. And I don't know why she runs like that. She that hand, yeah, I don't know. Do babies act like crackheads, or do crackheads act like babies? I don't know. We went down in town to do some shopping, but my phone died, so I couldn't reel the tape. And here she is. Did I catch it? She gave me a bombastic side eye. No, I didn't catch it. Breakfast the next morning was really nice. It was a buffet breakfast. It was included in the room. And that's what she had. She had sausage, French toast, Johnny cake, eggs, and some vegetables. She loved the sausage. Was really good. The sausage was very good, but she ate it up. As y'all know, bugs be eaten. And then we got to the airport pretty early, so we had time to hang out. But this is how she chills: tablet, her water, and her snack. Struggling with the bags and Bubbz, I couldn't really tape much getting on. So here we are already on the plane. I don't know why I thought we had to wear masks, but I wore my mask. Anyway, in this shot, you'll notice someone is sitting next to me. She turned to me and she was like, why is she in your lap? I'm like, because she's not 2 yet. She's a lap baby. Anyway, she then asked the stewardess if there were any extra seats so she could give us some space. And I was really happy about that. I think she was just annoyed because Bubbz is very active and she's big. She's big for 2. If you know her, you'll know most people can't believe she at her age, because they always think she's at least a year older than she actually is. But anyway, it worked out for us because we ended up getting a full seat for her on that flight. The second flight too, but that's a funny one. That one was my fault, but we'll talk about that a little later. But anyway, yeah, so she did move, so Bubbz was able to get her seat. And I was happy about that because the space, it was a little cramped. I feel like they moved the seats on the planes closer together. Okay, so here's a tip when traveling with a toddler. You have to put either games, a tablet, both, extra clothes, snacks, and even if you don't use your pillow, you might need to use it for your toddler. So those are things that I would say to do when you're traveling with a toddler. And if I was to do it all over again, I would have just gotten her a seat. People act like having the lap baby is easy. It's not easy. Just get the toddler a seat, especially if they're big enough to sit on their own. I always loved this view. I missed this view during COVID. I really did. The view of a plane ascending. Yeah. I'm sure you all did. We all did. But yeah, so the international flights leave from St. Maarten, and here we are on our way to Miami. Now, the baby whisperer put the baby to sleep because it was her nap time and we did not want a cranky baby during the trip. And just like that, she was out. So mom got a little free time. We both did. We woke her up for the landing. Yeah, she literally would have just slept. But we woke her up so she could see outside a little bit and so that she could see the landing. And this view never gets old. Landing in Miami, never gets old. But if I didn't know it was Bubbz' first travel experience, I would think she's a pro. Like, she literally just sat and chill out. There was no crying. She did not cry once during this entire 2-day trip. Okay? Because we spent the night in St. Maarten. We traveled to St. Maarten by boat, spent the night in St. Maarten, and then we went on to Miami. In Miami, I didn't get to record much because we ran to our gate because the time was so tight, and they ended up delaying our flight by a very long time. So we had no need to run and scream at everybody through the airport. So we made it and we were there. Bubbz had a little accident in her clothes, so we changed her clothes. We got her some fruit and she messed up her clothes with fruit. A little bit. So I would say here's another tip: pack more than one change of clothes. I packed her pajamas. I should have packed at least 3 pairs of pajamas. We were finally able to board the flight, and let me give you my little funny story. So I forgot that I had Bubbz water in the bag. I put the bag in the overhead compartment. We had someone sitting in the third seat, in the aisle seat, and water started dripping down, and I was like, oh shit, she wasn't in her seat yet. So I jumped up, I cleaned it up, and we sat down. So when she got there, it was still kind of drip, drip, drip. She was like, where's this water coming from? And I looked at her and I went, I don't know. And so she called over the stewardess, like, I don't know where this water is coming from. I don't want to sit here because I don't know, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, she moved. We got the third seat. All was well in our walls. We were able to spread out for this long leg. Anyway, it ended up being a really good flight. We all got a little bit of sleep. Mom and Bubbz slept first, then I slept, and then we were there. So we wanted, it was a really good experience. Bubbz had a great time. We had a great time. No one could complain about a screaming baby because she did not scream. She did not cry. She was the happiest little person for the whole trip. And, she was just really good. I couldn't believe it all the way to the hotel. She was really good. The next morning, the adventure began. And I'm going to be doing a series of our week in London. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you continue to enjoy it, and stay tuned.